I had somebody ask me on another video maybe a couple weeks ago why I don't do antique hauls or suggest that they would like to see them. I don't do them because they're kind of hard to show when I do the voiceover style video, and I have 2 babies at home and I just simply cannot edit 2 videos a week. It is quiet time, so the baby is napping. Aladon is playing, but that doesn't mean she won't be in here. So let's try this, and hopefully that will work and be what you enjoy if you were the one who said that to me. I have been collecting some things. Now, I'm not the antique expert. I just buy what I like. Sometimes it's old, sometimes it's, you know, a real expensive thing that I get really cheap, and sometimes it's something from a thrift store that I could have bought at JCPenney's 2 years ago. I am not the antique expert. I buy what I like, so whether it's at the thrift store or the antique shop, it doesn't mean I'm going to come back with some jewel of a find that is this priceless heirloom that I have just managed to find. I don't know the value of anything. I'm sure I've paid way too much for stuff before that wasn't anything special, and I'm sure I've found things that were for nothing. I don't know. So if that is your kind of style like mine, here we go. So we had the county fair last week. I showed that in a video. We had the county fair, and there are always commercial booths set up, and so there was a lady who had some antiques that she was selling. She was trying to go out of business, so she brought them here and was just selling them really cheap. So the first thing, she was doing buy one, get one free of stuff. So I ended up getting 4 items, but one of them was for somebody else, so I'm only going to show you 3 of them. But the first thing I got, she labeled this, I guess. Like I said, I don't know anything about anything. As far as antiques go, I know what I like. That's what I know. But it says this is an E.O. Brody pedestal vase. She had it for $12. I didn't pay that. I don't actually know what I paid. It was less than $12 for this, though. I am collecting stuff like this. Just trying to build up my collection of vases and jars and things for floral arrangements, for table setting, all of that. So that was the first thing. She had it listed at $12. I didn't pay that, but it's pretty good size. And it's like the milk glass, the white milk glass. Then she had these 2 mixables. There's a little one inside the big one. They kind of have like a little raised textured stripe on them. She wanted $7 for $7.50 for the both of these, 2 for $7.50, and for a mixing bowl, that's just a good deal. I don't even know if I could buy my cheap glass ones that I get at Walmart. I don't even know if I could buy them for that price. Maybe. I don't remember how much they cost. But these are a nice sage green. I have bedding that's this color. I am always buying sage green. I have lots of sage green dresses. It is one of my favorites. So cannot pass up a good mixing bowl. Y'all know I bake bread, I sell it, I bake for us, I cook all the time, and so a good mixing bowl is very important. And I have a lot of them, and I will not stop. I will not stop if I find them for a good price or one that I love. Because like I do most things, I like to switch these out for the seasons. There's actually some I'm eyeballing at a local grocery store, of all places, that is kind of like a fall floral that's really pretty. I actually think they're Martha Stewart. So like I said, I'm not partial to new things. I just buy what I like, whether it's old or not. But I like to find things at thrift stores or antique shops because you generally can get them way cheaper. Along those lines, I got myself a bean crock pot. I got rid of all my crock pots, I don't know, several years ago, because I got an Instant Pot. I got a really big one. Then someone at our church garage sale put hers in it, her smaller one. So I have a 6-quart and an 8 or 9-quart Instant Pot, and they have the slow cooking function, and it works great. So if you don't want a million kitchen gadgets, an Instant Pot will do a lot for you. Highly recommend. Would not get rid of my Instant Pot, but I find that I like to cook a pot of beans like multiple times a week, and so then my Instant Pot is always taken up. So if I want to make yogurt or, you know, pressure cook something, it's always taken up with a pot of beans because I do it so often. And the pots are just really big for no more than I'm making at a time. So I found this. It's just a vintage one. I don't know anything about it. With the blue flowers. And this is going to be my new bean pot for making a pot of beans. I like to do during the week, we cook a lot of like meat, potato, or meat, vegetable pot of beans. Or, you know, meat, cornbread, pot of beans. Whatever it is. It's like a collection of things with a pot of beans. It's not necessarily like a casserole or this really pulled together meal. It's just a bunch of random stuff thrown together. But a pot of beans is usually part of it. So here we are. Now this crock doesn't come out, which I didn't even know was a thing. When I Googled it, it said that, you know, that was a fairly new concept, was the crock, the pot that comes out of the crock pot. So I don't know. We'll see. Everyone said it's not that hard to just wipe it down. So we'll see. For no more than I'm using this for, because it is, I got it to be my designated bean pot, crock pot. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And I got that online. I didn't actually get that at the fair. The only other things, let's see. The only other things I got at the fair, which I probably should have done first, is not this. The only other thing that I got at the fair, that crock pot was not from the fair. I got off on a tangent on mixing bowls, which is totally what I do. But the other thing that I got from the fair was this Avon pitcher and bowl. She has it marked for $10. Again, I got 4 things and it was buy one get one free. So I don't know. I didn't pay very much for 4 different things. I don't have any knowledge about what this was used for. I Googled it. That was something that I also got from her for really cheap. Now, we made a Savers run a couple of weeks ago, and I always find stuff there. However, I don't know about every Savers, and Goodwill in our area does the same thing. I don't know if it's just my area or if it's everywhere, but my goodness, their prices are so high right now, and I still fall for it. So I definitely paid way too much for these things, in my opinion, and from where I'm from, I think I paid way too much for these things. So the first thing, I always look for baskets. I can almost always find a basket at Savers or Goodwill. So I use them in my pantry to kind of keep everything gathered together. I use them in the kids' room for toys. I use them everywhere just to keep stuff not necessarily hidden, but out and together. I paid $6.50 for this, which isn't terrible, but their stuff used to be way cheaper. Probably going to use it in my pantry because that's where all of my baskets go pretty much right now, because we keep a lot of food on hand and I like to keep it all together in baskets. It also makes our pantry just look prettier. We have a pantry that is just the wire shelves. I haven't painted it. There's nothing beautiful about it, and so I feel like adding baskets makes it a little bit prettier. One day I'll have a beautiful pantry. We're building a farmhouse, so one day all these baskets will make up a really beautiful space. To me, my pantry now is beautiful because of how much food it can hold, and it's only like 4x4. So it holds a lot of food, so if I can make it better with baskets, by golly, I'm going to do that. I also got this jar. Now, I am a jar collector. It's not a good habit. I have way too many. I don't need another one. But here we are, and the reason, my mother-in-law actually found this, is because look at this top. Y'all know I'm a sucker. It is navy blue, or royal blue, and white print. Y'all know I'm a sucker for anything blue and white. I have lots of dishes that are blue and white. I mean, obviously, my coffee cup is blue and white, so I thought for my coffee, this would be a great little jar. Glass jars, baskets. I have an obsession for organizing stuff in them. So I'm thinking coffee. I paid $3.99 for this jar. That's a little high, but blue and white, you know? Okay, the rest of this is from Savers. So the next item was this. I always find frames and art there. Usually it's either the art or the frame. It's not usually both that I like. So I'm not crazy about this frame, but it's not terrible. So it may end up getting stained a little bit darker, or it may get painted. I don't know. But I love the picture. some pink and white flowers, and then it's got like a pink frame and maybe a little 80s or 90s looking, but I'm okay with it. I like it. So there's that one. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put that one, but this one now is my favorite. This is probably my one of my favorite items that I found this haul. I don't know. These bowls are good, and that crock pot's pretty good, but this is probably number one, my favorite thing that I got. This blue and white vase with what I think is magnolias. There's a blue background. It's got the blue and white vase. It's got the southern flowers, and then the frame. I love the frame. Like I said, I hardly ever find frames and the art inside that I like both, but this is one of those. Picture itself is just, oh, so pretty. So I paid $8 for this one. This was well worth $8. See, this is what I don't understand about Savers and Goodwill. They'll price something like this at $7.99, and the same thing for a dinky little basket. Like, I don't know. But $7.99. The other one, the other painting was also $7.99. Forgot to say that. Another thing I look for at Savers, I feel like at Savers and Goodwill, it's always the same things that I'm looking for, and occasionally I will find like little one-off items that I never find there, but it's usually little random stuff. It's artwork, baskets, and fabric. So I always go to the sheets. This actually wasn't from Savers. This was from an antique shop. It is a like mauve pink little floral print with some little white hearts on it. Super cute. Probably going to use for an apron or for a little girl's dress. I'm not totally sure yet. But again, back to Savers. I always look in their sheets. I mean, sometimes I get their sheets and I clean them really well and we use them. A lot of times, my mom and I cut them into aprons or bags or whatever we are creating for our shop. I got two. Now, this came with a fitted sheet as well, so we have double of this. It is a sage green gingham. I don't remember what size this is, but since I have the fitted sheet, if it's a king, this may actually stay as bedding, and I may use this because y'all know I am a sucker for sage green. I've said it 50 times just in this little clip. But we also found, and I'm not a big purple fan, but this one was cute, this flat purple plaid sheet, and this will probably become an apron for the shop. So I do not remember what I paid for this, but it was probably less than $8 a piece. Now, this is in no way folded or organized in any way. I always can find little boys' clothes at Savers. Jack Riley was in need of some clothes for fall because it's starting to cool off here and there here, so I know it's just a matter of time. So I have a very specific style with him that I like, and it's not because that's what I've chosen, it's because that's just what I like. And so I got him a few onesies because he's still just right over one, and some are long sleeve, some are short sleeve. He's worn them, so I don't have them all in here. He got like a camo one, and there's like a gray and blue like t-shirt onesie that I got him as well. All of these things, each item was less than like $4, but little long sleeve shirts like this or short sleeve, but all of these, this was Oshkosh, which I pretty much always like their brand of anything. And then a ton of little flannels, some jamboree. I mean, I got a ton of flannels just because he can wear this by itself with a pair of jeans. This is Children's Place. Or with a little t-shirt, he can wear a plaid shirt. He can wear them to church. He can wear them out or around the farm. This is a Carter's, and it's an actual full onesie, and it's more plaid dress shirt than flannel, but same concept. And another one, Cherokee, I don't know that brand. Little blue and white buffalo, check. I just love this. He has little cowboy boots. I don't know, BT Kids, that looks like a really old tag. So I don't know. But flannels, I love them paired with jeans. He has cowboy boots. I'm gonna get him some rain boots for this fall that we can just throw on a flannel over a t-shirt or a onesie with some jeans or whatever it is. They go with so many things. Little dress shirt. These are more for Sunday with a pair of jeans and boots, or Sunday with a pair of little khakis. This was closer to $6 or $8, I think. But how cute is that? And I'm a big fan of greens and blues on him. I also do a little bit of red, but it's pretty much green and blue and then little touches of red. But how cute will this be with a little flannel once it starts getting really cold? And then these are the kind of shirts I was talking about. Just like little simple shirts that can go under flannels. But this is pretty much his entire fall wardrobe right here. There's a couple things that I didn't bring, but they're in the wash. I did grab a little hooded jacket in case he needs something like that. And then I got these. They look a little dirty in the knee on the camera, but they're really not. Just the way it's faded. This little pair of Levi's for him. These are so stinking cute, but they were just a couple of bucks for a good pair of jeans, Levi jeans, and so I always grab these up when I see them because he still crawls, and so the knees get worn out of stuff. And I don't always put him in jeans, but like at church he wears, you know, jeans, or this summer he wore shorts and stuff over his little onesies. So I always grab these up for jeans. So jeans, t-shirts, flannels, a vest if he needs it, and boots. That's pretty much his fall wardrobe. Now Isla, on the other hand, I can't hardly find her anything at Savers ever. We have a couple of local thrift stores that I can find her stuff at. So I'll be going there. But I did happen to find one cute little shirt. It's burgundy, has a little floral print, has the button closure, so super simple, with jeans or a little denim skirt. Super cute. So kids clothes, art for the house, kitchenware, baskets. That is my usual. If you like seeing this, seeing what I'm picking up rather than me just showing you as I hang stuff up around the house or, you know, use it, let me know. I'm happy to share these more often. It is harder to talk to you guys, find a time to talk directly like this when I'm both presentable, the lighting is good outside, and the kids are not needing me. Because usually I do my voiceovers at night after everybody's in bed, and so that's the easiest way to get to talk without interruption. But I will try and do these more regularly if y'all like them. I can't promise it'll be too terribly often just because I don't go thrift shopping all the time, and so just when I have them, I would love to share those finds with you for your own inspiration, or we can chitty chat about antiques, whatever y'all want.